Hey everyone, welcome to this edition of Investors Corner. I made this video for my buddy John. I believe it was back on May 21st. John posted on Facebook, consider dumping your shares of Tesla if you own any while the stock is plummeting. Some news had come out and the stock was going down. And I said, well, why not make money while the stock is on this roller coaster? Because that's exactly what my investing strategies do. So I made this video for him and for all of you to show you what I did. I made almost $12,000 on Tesla stock in the past 2 months, and so I want to show you what I did. So let me go ahead and pull that up here. And I need to point out that this is a simulated hedge fund account, so the amounts that I use in here are not the amounts that most people would be able to use. This is simulating managing $1 million hedge fund. And we actually allocate up to $50,000 per position. And the number one rule of investing is to never invest money you can't afford to lose. And most of us don't have $50,000 lying around that we can afford to lose. I don't know, maybe John does. He's a pretty smart dude. But most of us don't have $50,000 that we can afford to lose. So bear that in mind as I'm going through this example. So I started this hedge fund account on May 13. Let me show you that here. So this is a screenshot I took when I opened the account. You can see the date down here in the lower right hand corner, May 13. And on the first day, we're showing a $255 loss at that point on the first day. So close that out. And here we are, July 22nd. So just a little over 2 months later, and now showing an overall profit of $50,000. So made $50,000 in just over 2 months on this account, and almost $12,000 of that was Tesla. So let me go ahead and show you that example. So let me pull up the chart here for Tesla. So this is the chart of Tesla stock over the past year. You can see the dates are on the bottom. So over in this area, this is back in August of 2018, and this is where Tesla hit its high, nearly $400 in the past year. You can see it dipped down a little bit, and then it went back up almost to that $400 level, and then it's been trailing down ever since. So I opened a position here on May 16th, so I made almost $12,000 in just this short range here. So let me zoom in here and show you what I did. I get everything spelled out here, step by step what I did. So I entered in to this Tesla position here on May 16th. And again, you can see the dates at the bottom. So you see May 16th there at the bottom. And then over on the right-hand side, it shows you the price level. So this is when Tesla was about $228 per share here on May 16th. And I wanted to buy Tesla stock. But instead of buying it at $228 per share, I use alternate investing strategies. And in this case, on May 16th, you can see here, I got it highlighted. I used an option for the opportunity to buy Tesla at $210 per share rather than $228 per share. So giving myself an edge, the opportunity to buy it at $210 per share by May 24th. So that means if Tesla stock is below $210 per share by May 24, then I buy Tesla stock for $210 per share. And I was paid $1.10 per share for this option contract, and I did 2 contracts, so that means I collected a total of $220. So I received $220 to enter into this option for the opportunity to buy Tesla stock at a lower price. And I keep this $220 no matter what happens, whether I buy the stock or not. Okay? So I did indicate that May 24th timeline and price level right here with this arrow. So you can see over on the right-hand side, it's about $210. And on the bottom, it's May 24th. So in other words, again, if Tesla stock is below the arrow on May 24th, then I buy Tesla stock at $210 per share. You can see the stock is well below the arrow here on May 24th. So that's what happened. On May 24th, I bought 200 shares of Tesla stock at $210 per share and paid $42,000 for that. And again, I kept the original $220. So now I own Tesla stock. I bought it at $210 per share. Here on May 29, what I did is I entered into an income trade. So I'm holding the stock long, plus I'm entering in income trades, making additional money on the stock. Now, I won't go into too much detail on these income trades in this example, but I go into great detail on the income trades in the option trading tutorial video that I did. So if you're unclear about what I'm doing here on these income trades, go ahead and check that video out, and you'll understand a little more detail. But just to briefly tell you, this income trade, this is a bear call spread that I did. Just means that as long as Tesla stock stays below $212 per share by June 7, then I make money on this. And I got 83 cents per share, and I did 7 contracts on this income trade, so I collected a total of $581 on this trade. Okay, and then the next day, on May 30th, I actually closed out that trade that I did the day before for profit, and that's here number 4. So May 30th, I bought that trade back, and I bought it at 41 cents per share, so I paid $287 to close that out after receiving the initial $581. And then I also entered into another income trade. This one was a bull put, meaning that as long as Tesla stock stayed above $165 per share by June 7th, then I make money. I got 41 cents per share on this option, and I did 7 contracts, so I collected a total of $287 on that trade. And then next here on June 4th, you can see the stock bottomed out on June 3rd, and then it shot up on June 4th. And here on June 4th, I bought back that income trade, that bull put income trade, to close it out for profit. And I paid 20 cents per contract, or I'm sorry, 20 cents per share. And I did 7 contracts, close out all 7 contracts. So I paid $140 to close out that trade for profit. So originally collected $287 and then paid $140 to close it out. So I kept that profit. And then here on June 5th, I sold a call at the 215 level. So what this is saying is this is me willing to sell my Tesla stock for a profit. And again, I bought it at $210 per share. So here I was willing to sell it for $215 per share if the stock price was above 215 on June 14th. That's indicated by this arrow right here. So again, I received $1.81 per share for that contract, and I did 2 contracts, so I collected a total of $362 for the opportunity to make a profit on my Tesla stock. All right, and then June 12th rolled around. You can see the stock, this big red bar means the stock went down pretty significantly that day. So there on June 12th, I entered another income trade. This was a bull put at the 185 level. Again, just saying that as long as Tesla stock stays above $185 per share by June 21st, then I make money. And I received 40 cents per contract, or it's 40 cents per share for that. I did 7 contracts, so I received a total of $280 for that income trade. The very next day, on June 13th, I closed out that income trade for profit. I paid 20 cents per share for that, and again closed out all 7 contracts, so I paid $140 to close that out. So I made $140 from the original 280 to enter that income trade. And now you can see on June 14, the stock is just barely below the arrow. So I did not sell my shares of Tesla at this point in time. I kept that original $362 that I was paid for the opportunity to sell the stock, but I didn't sell the stock because it didn't go above that level. So I still own stock, and I kept that $362. All right, so the next transaction was here on June 17, and on June 17th, I sold a couple more calls, this time at the 240 level. So again, saying that if Tesla stock goes above $240 per share at this point, then by June 28th, then I will go ahead and sell my my Tesla shares at that level for a profit, and I received $572 to enter into that trade. On July 1st, I entered another income trade. Or I'm sorry, no, this is an income trade. This was to sell the stock at $255 per share by July 12th. And that's indicated by this arrow right here. So if Tesla stock was above the arrow on June 12th, then I would sell my Tesla shares at $255 per share. You can see that it stayed below there, so I did not sell my shares at that point in time. But I did receive $412 to enter into that transaction. On July 2nd, this is where I entered another income trade. This one was a bull put at the 195 share price level. So just saying, as long as Tesla stock stays above $195 per share by July 12th, then I make money. The very next day, July 3rd, I bought that back to close it out and take profit. I paid 11 cents per share, closing out all 7 contracts. So I paid $77 to close that out after receiving $301 the day before to enter that income trade. So I kept that profit. Now on July 10th, because the Tesla stock was so far below that $255 level, I went ahead and pushed that out another week to July 19 and collected another $272 for the opportunity to again sell my shares at $255 per share if the share price was above $255 by July 19th. That's indicated by this arrow here. And you can see this time the stock price was above the arrow on July 19th. So therefore on July 19th, I did sell my 200 shares of Tesla at $255 per share. So I collected $51,000 at that point in time. So we add all of that up, we get a total profit of $11,643 in this position. And again, the most that we had at risk was $42,000. So that gives us a 27% return in just a little over 2 months on this position. So thanks for watching. I hope that helped. Again, check out that options trading tutorial video if you need to understand some of those income trades and the details on those a little better. But hope this gives you an idea of what we can really do with a hedge fund and a pool of investment money. You don't need to have $50,000 to make a 27% return. You could put in $500 and earn 27% on that $500. So it's a great way to be able to help the masses with these types of strategies. Be sure to subscribe to my page so that you don't miss any future videos. And I would love to keep the discussion going on this. So if you have any comments or feedback or questions, please comment below. Thanks, everyone. Make it a great day.